Today I'm going to transform this old, ugly pegboard into something beautiful and functional by creating some custom bins to hang all of those random things that you need easy access to. Here's what we're going to use. Pegboard, case molding, 1x6 lumber, 1x4 lumber, a miter saw, sandpaper, paint, a roller, wood glue, a drill driver with a pilot bit and a Phillips head bit, a trim nailer with some trim nails, or you can use a hammer, accessories to hang, and of course, some peg hooks. Since this is used pegboard, it's got unsightly little things around the edge, but instead of cutting them off, I'm going to cover them up with some beautiful cased molding that's usually used for door trim. Start off by measuring all 4 sides of the pegboard. These dimensions will determine the outside corners of each piece of case molding. Set your miter saw to 45 degrees and cut each measurement from outside to outside corner. It might be a little confusing deciding how to cut the angles, but there is a certain way to cut this type of molding. You want to make sure when you're measuring and making your cuts that the fat part of the molding is going to end up on the outside of your pegboard. So I just had a thought. I'm going to paint the pegboard white, and my trim is already white. So to save myself a little trouble cutting in while I'm painting, I'm going to paint before I install the trim I just cut. With the medium to fine grit sandpaper, sand over the entire board to knock out any defects. This will also provide the paint with a good surface to adhere to. A small 6-inch roller is perfect for this project. It could take a couple of coats since pegboard is a porous material. All right, now you see it, and now you don't. Now it's time to get all the trim installed, and it's going to look so great. After applying a bead of glue to the back side of the trim, flip it into place and then screw it in from underneath. This gives the trim a cleaner look, and there's no holes to putty. All right, now that the pegboard itself is essentially done, I'm going to set it aside so I can work on building some custom bins to hold some craft supplies. But I'd suggest measuring them out onto pegboard first to make sure that it lines up with the peg holes. The boxes I'm creating are pretty simple. They have 5 sides, but I cut 40-degree angles on the right and left pieces to give the bin some interest. I have all of my pieces cut to size, so now I'm ready to assemble them all together. I have my 2 little side pieces, piece that goes on the bottom, and one for the front. And you'll see that this will just hang right on the pegboard like that. So now I need my nail gun. This part is as easy as lining up the pieces and putting a nail in each corner. All right, now I just need a way to hang my box on these pegboard hooks. So make sure that these are the right width. Then I'm going to measure the distance between there, transfer the measurement to my box, and then drill 2 holes. With the pegboard complete, it's time to accessorize. Don't forget to leave room for pretty things like a plant or even a picture. Then your pegboard can be functional and beautiful. Thanks for checking in. I've got so many projects to share with you, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next episode.